Yo, what's up, guys? It's Mass African Empire here. I want us to look into a couple of pairs that I've prepared. Please, if you are new into the channel, subscribe to the channel, and also share the video with your friends. Let them come and learn one or two things from us, and for us to learn from them. If you have different opinions on the analysis that I'm going to share here, please don't hesitate to drop them on the comment section. Let's discuss, because one thing that I've realized from people who follow us on Facebook, I've realized that they normally try by all means to avoid sharing their opinions, because they think that we know more, but we don't. We are learning every day. We learn from others, and we expect them to learn from us. So if you have something different, please do share with us on the comment section. So let's start with Euro AUD. What do we see on Euro AUD? If you go into a higher time frame, you can see that Euro AUD, it started its drop here. It had the drop, and then it had the first rejection, second rejection. That was our neckline. So another drop, then it means it is basically giving us a double bottom. So currently, if that is a double bottom, currently we are doing, or we are retesting the neckline, and we are retesting the neckline with a flag or with a compression. There's a compression here which is retesting the neckline. From here we'll be hoping to see this pair going up to complete the double bottom, right? And also, if you look at this this flag, if you look at the flag, how it is, if this is a flag, then it means our leg A, we are going to measure our leg A from this point. This is where we are going to measure our leg A. So if the leg A is like that, we are just going to copy this on the other side to have leg B, and let's see where leg B complete. So our leg B is going to complete exactly where we complete our double bottom. So there's a neckline, here. We are retesting the neckline, and then from there we are hoping to see this pair continue to go up to complete the double bottom, right? For some people they call it a W. So we are retesting the neckline, then complete the W, right? So what are we doing? So if you go into a smaller time frame, let's see if we can get an entry here. Let's see if we can get an entry there on smaller time frames. Let's use 45. M45, okay, M45 I can see. Alright, I can see what is happening here already. You can see what is happening here. Okay, I want it like that. So there are a couple of other blocks that we can use here, or a couple of demand zones that we can use. That is the first one there, and then we have another one here. So I think what to be safe, let's try and call people who trade trends. Let's call them to help us. Let's see what we have. Okay, for people who trade trends, they're going to have something like this. So for them, then it means they can use the order block here. They can use the order block there. So for people who are trading trends, we are going to use your trend. Please allow us to use your trend lines for them to help us get an entry. So one thing that I know about price is that we need to take out this last low. We need to take it out before we can continue to go up. So if you can just go some couple of pips below the last low, then we'll be sorted to go up. So I'm hoping to see this pair break this last low, and then continue to go up. So I think we're gonna use this demand zone. We are going to use, what happened? Okay, so when 14 red, so I think we're gonna use this demand zone here. When I just go back there, I think something like this, okay. And then for now, let me use this ones as gray. Let me use this ones as gray. Please be gray. So for now, let us not use this ones. We only use them if we break this trend line. If we break this trend line, or if we break this zone here, then that's when we can think of using this zones. Of course, there is so much liquidity. There is so much liquidity here. There is so much liquidity here. So there is a possibility for this pair to decide to just go below before it can continue to go up. But for now, we are going to give it a shot on this zone. We are going to give it a shot on that zone. So we're going to buy it on that zone. Let's see if we can use U. This is what we are going to do. And then your take profit will be the last high. That will be a take profit. That will be your first take profit, or your TP1. And then your TP2, let your TP2 be where I said the double bottom is going to complete, which is there. That is going to be your TP2. So if indeed it uses this demand zone to go up, then if it breaks this flag, we wait for retest, and then we continue to go up. We're going to have an entry here. We're going to have another entry there. So that is how we are going to trade Euro AUD. We're going to buy it when it gets to, I think it's around, we can just buy it around 1.524. That is where we are going to buy it. And then we have Euro JPY. Euro JPY, where do we have? The first thing that I can see from Euro JPY, it is a break of structure here. We have a break of structure here. Let's go red on you. A break of structure here. And then, okay. So if we have a break of structure here, then it means we are going to look for an order block here to mitigate before, and then drop from it. So we are looking to use an order block there, and OB, an order block here. Let me see if my order block is aligned perfectly. Yes, okay. So we use that order block, and then we drop. And for people who are using trend lines, please borrow us your trend lines. Let us use them for now. Let us use the trend lines. Yes, for people who are using trend lines, they have something like this, and if they copy their trend lines across the platform, then they're going to be having something like this. And if they have something like that, then it means what they're trading currently is a trend, a downtrend, right? They're trading a downtrend, and they just did touch on the lower trend line. They'll be hoping to go up to the higher trend line, or the upper trend line, right? So they're hoping to see something like that. Okay, all right, okay. Euro, okay. So they'll be hoping to see something like that. So now this pair is dropping, but I'm hoping to see it break this. It is supposed to break this equal highs. Let me just identify the equal highs there. Equal highs. those are equal highs. So if it decides to what was this? 61.8. 61.8, it used 61.8. So there is a possibility for it to drop, huh? Okay, yeah, there is a possibility for it to drop even further because it used the 61.8. But before we do that, before we go for that one, let me just hope for that one. But I can see it's already dropping, so there is a possibility for it to use this zone and then drop even further. But if it goes up, which we are anticipating, we are hoping for it to use that order block there, and then that's when it can continue to drop. So we are hoping to see it taking out the equal highs there and then use the order block to drop. Let me just take this here. Let me just take this here. So this is what you are anticipating on Euro JPY, for it to go all the way up there and then drop. So we are going to sell this pair around 1465. That is where we are going to sell it. And also the reason why it is going to sell on that zone is because there is a base here. This is what you call a base. So we're just going to be testing the base, and then we can drop, right? Euro JPY. So if it gets to this point, we sell. And then Euro CHF. What is happening to Euro CHF? Let's start with trend lines. Let's start with trend lines. I always like to borrow the trend lines, the trend concepts, and use them. Let's start with the trend concept. So one thing that I can see here on Euro CHF, we have the equal lows here. Let's go red. We have the equal lows here, even though there was a slight breakout there, but the candlestick body closed above the zone. So we have the equal lows here. These equal lows, they created a liquidity below, right? So there is a liquidity there. So if that's the case, then we should be expecting this pair to go down and take out the liquidity before it can do whatever that it wants to do. And then as you can see here, I can see there is a nice zone here. This zone, it was basically creating fake out zone above. It was creating fake out zone above. Now one thing that I can see here is that this pair, it gave us a rally and then a base and then a rally. So if that's the case, then we should be seeing this pair coming back to the base and then continue to go up. So we are just going to test on the base, and then we can go up, right? Then we can go up. So we have an FOZ line just above here. We have an FOZ line just above there. And then again, one thing that I can see, we have a QML. We have a QML here. There is a nice QML here, which we might use. There's a nice QML here, which we might use. QML there, QML. Can I use blue? No. Let me just use red. I think this one I can use. No, let me not do that. Okay, so we have something like that. So we're hoping to see this pair use this space here to drop. That's what we'll be hoping to see. They'll be dropping because of the trend line. They'll be dropping because of the FOZ. I mean the QML, and also the QML is on the fake out zone. So we just need to take out these two resistances and then we can drop. But for now, I can see this pair dropping to clear this imbalance, this long imbalance, and then that's when it can go up, and then we can have a drop. So for people who want to take risk here, they can just buy this pair when it gets to the base, and then your take profit will be there, and then you can sell it. I'm more interested in selling it around 0.6425. 0.6425. I'll be selling it around 0.6425. That is what I'm interested on right now. Something like this. But like I said, for people who want to take a risk on buying at the base, they can just buy it when it gets to this point, and then I think the buy point, I mean the buy zone will be, it's here. This is where you're going to buy it, because there is a there. So this is where you might buy your pair and then continue to go up. Right, currently it's just dropping to clear out that imbalance, and then it can continue to go up. So yeah, AUD CHF, right? And then AUD JPY. Also, it's similar to AUD CHF. We also have a trend line here. We're just going to use blue here, and then the trend line, what do we have again? Okay, so what I can see here is that we have a breakout structure. We have a breakout structure there, but before I do that, let me identify the supports that we have. We have supports here, and then we have a breakout structure. We have a breakout structure here, and then if we do have that, then I can see there is a nice equal highs here. There is an equal highs here, and again I can see some equal highs here. I can see some equal highs here, and just above that there is a nice QML there. There is a nice QML there. There is a nice QML here. Let's see if the trend line, we can just copy it to the other side and have that. Yes, we can have something like that, trend line. And if that's the case, then it means we'll be looking forward to see this pair selling in this zone. Selling in this zone. This is where we'll be hoping to see this pair selling. We are hoping to see this pair selling on that zone. So currently, just like AUD CHF, currently this pair is just taking out this imbalance here. There was an imbalance. I don't know if there was some fundamental thing happened there, but it's taking out that imbalance, and then that's when it can continue to go up. And then I can see there is some sort of an equal lows here. There is some sort of an equal lows here, so there is a possibility for this pair to take out the equal lows before it can continue to go up. But I'm not interested in whatever that is happening here. I'm more interested in selling this pair. That's where a lot of money is lying. So I can see the QML and the order block, it's just above the trend line, and the reason why most of people who traded the trend lines fall victim of fake out zones, it's because there's always a zone above or beyond their trend lines, which is there to take them out before we can continue with the move that we're supposed to take. So this guy, there is a possibility for it to use that. Let me just extend this. For it to use the QML and then we can drop. So I'll be hoping to see to sell this pair around 95, 90, yeah, 95, just 95. I think that's where I'm gonna sell this pair, and then I can go down with it. We'll be taking out the equal highs here. We have another equal highs here that we're supposed to take out. Once we take out those equal highs, then we hit the QML, boom, we drop. AUD JPY and AUD NZD JPY. What is happening on NZD JPY? Let's see what is happening on NZD JPY. Where are my charts? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened to my internet? What's going on? What's going on? Let me just. Okay, let's continue. I think I have a problem with my NZD JPY from the broker that I use under. I can see it suddenly disappears from the screen. So let me just use from a different broker, even though I use under for my analysis, but let's just use this one here from Capital, whatever. So NZD JPY, one thing that I can see here, I can see we have a break, a change of character here. That's the first thing that I can notice here. We have a change of character here. So if we have a change of character here, then it means we are going to be looking forward to use an order block here. We're going to be using an order block there to drop, an order block there to drop, and also that order block is perfectly aligned with a QML. There is a nice QML here. Let me just identify that. We have a nice QML here. Let me go. Yes, so we have something like this. Change of character, order block, and then we drop. So I'll be expecting to see this pair using the order block and then continue to go down, right? That is what I'm expecting on NZD JPY. So I'll be selling NZD JPY around 86.9. No, let me sell it around 86.8, and then stop loss will just be above this last high. So that is NZD JPY, right? NZD JPY, and yes, something like this. There's what I'm gonna be doing on NZD JPY. Simple as that. Sell at 6.8, stop loss above, and then we drop. But then there is what's going on? Let's go to 2022. Okay, yes. No, let me go to important files. Yes, there is this setup here whereby I tried to show how to trade a failed QM setup, a Quasimodo setup that is failed. If it fails to use the QML, then we are certainly going to use a trend line above, which is formed by connecting those resistances. So if it fails to use this QML, then I'll be hoping to buy the pair along the zone. So I'll be hoping to get it to that point and then sell it from there. So I'll be selling it here. Stop loss above. If the stop loss is hit, then it means the QM, it is going to be manipulated, or it would have failed. So if it fails, then I'm going to use another entry, which is that one. That is the one that I'm going to use, which is around 87.6. Then if I sell it here, I'm going to sell it with a doubled lot size to recover the money that I've lost here. And also, let's see exactly what is happening here. Let's see what is happening there. Let's see what is happening there. yeah, I think the reason why I don't use other brokers is because of these. Okay, so if you can see, if you can look at this pair, if you can look at this pair nicely, you're going to realize that there is a QML here. There is a nice QML here. So change of character, QML there. We use the order block there. This order block, this little candlestick there, the little green candlestick there, that is our order block. So we use that order block, which is the QML, and then we drop QML, and then we drop. So if it fails to use this QML here, then it's gonna use this QML then, and if it goes for this QML here, basically it will be following this setup here, they call it the failed Quasimodo pattern. So if it fails, then we go and get an entry here, and then we go down. That is around 876. We sell it at 876, and then we go down with 8. And then what is happening to AUD NZD, what is taking place here? The first thing that I can see, the first thing that I can notice here is some equal lows. We have equal lows here, and then we also have a QML. We have a QML here. We have a nice QML here, and then we have a zone. We have a nice zone here, and then we have, let me see how we can identify. Okay, so before we identify the order block, let me show you these. This is a change of character, right? There's a change of character. Change of character. COS. I mean COC, yes. COC. Change of character here. So if you change a character here, if we change direction per se, then we need to come back, use one of the order blocks here, or use a demand zone here before it can continue to go down, to go up. So I can see already that there is an order block above, just above here. If we change this, you can see that this candle here, it is the one that is going to give us an order block. So let me use this one as gray instead. Use that as gray, and then the one above as red. And then, yes, entry. Yeah. So right now I can see we already tapped into the demand zone. We already tapped into the order block. So there is a possibility for this pair to go up immediately. There is a possibility for what is going on. Okay. Yes. There is a possibility for this pair to go up immediately. Let's do this. So okay, so we are hoping to see something like this. It can even go fair because it has to take out this guy to create a break of structure. It has to create a break of structure here. We are hoping to get a BOS here. What's going on? We are hoping to get a BOS here. So if we're going to get a BOS here, then this guy has to continue going up. He has to continue going up to break that structure. So currently we are at the QML. We might see this pair just doing some consolidation here before it can continue to go up. And let me see. Okay, yeah, I think that should be it. Eurnzd. So you can buy Eurnzd immediately when you see this video. If it's still on the zone, though, if it's still on the zone, then you can buy it. But if it's already up there, please don't do that. If it's still on the zone, then you can buy it and then hope to see it going up. And also, one thing that I've realized from people who are trading, people who trade uh, trend lines, and I mean trends and patterns and all that. If I've seen how those guys would manipulate your strategies. Initially, this is supposed to be a flag or a wedge. It is supposed to be a wedge, which is a continuation pattern. So this pair was supposed to use this trend line and then continue to go up, but they're going to go beyond your wedge to take you out and make you think that your wedge has failed. But no, your wedge hasn't failed. It is basically using other concepts below before it can continue to go up. So the next morning you're gonna wake up and then realize that your stop loss has been hit, but price went up. So they're basically taking out people who are trading this wedge here, who are initially having their stop losses just below the wedge, right? So for those who are who were trading this compression here, and then you see this pair going beyond your compression, just know that there is some concept below here which are being used before you can continue to go up. And then euro gold. What is happening on gold? Okay, gold, I can see there is no, please go away. I can see there is some equal lows here. So if you see equal lows, you need to know that we have to take them out before you can continue to go our way. So we need to take out those equal lows. We need to take them out, and then okay. For those who are trading trend lines, this is what we have. So okay, nice. Another equal lows here. So if price is doing something like this, you get very excited because you know it is basically creating liquidity below, and with that, then you know that liquidity has to be taken out before we can continue to go our way, right? Before we can continue to go our way, we need to take out that liquidity. So I can see that there is a break of structure here. The the measure lower, I mean, yeah, lower, is it higher low? Yeah, higher low here. It's there, and then the BOS break of structure. So we are hoping to see this pair coming back to use an order block along this rally here. So the order block that is along this rally here, we can identify it by using a Fibonacci retracement tool. We'll be looking forward to buy this pair around 78.6, right? So an order block that is around 78.6, that's the one that we are interested on. Yes, this is the order block that we are more interested on. Let's go red on it. Fibonacci retracement, go a little bit further, and then let's do it this way. Yes, let's go back to candles. So this order block here, OB, and then also I can see there is a QML here. There is a nice QML here. There is a nice QML here. Okay, and then a trend line. Let's go blue on the trend line. So there is an order block, Fibonacci, QML, and the trend line. So basically, this is a hot zone. There's a confluence of aspects. We'll be hoping to buy this pair along one of the concepts here. So currently it's doing whatever that is doing there. One thing that I've realized is that there was a QML here, there was a QML there, so it went up there to take out that QML, and then we'll be hoping to see it drop. Let me see if I can find. Okay, no, it's fine. Let me just take the one here. So we'll be hoping to see it use one of those guys here. But one thing that I know is that we are gonna use the last one, which is the QML, which is around 1750, 1758, 1759. So we are going to buy this pair around 1759, and then our stop loss will just be below 1757, 1750, I think around 1757, and then take profit. Let your take profit be above this highs here, just above the highs. That will be your take profit. This is gold, right? Gold. We are hoping to see something like that. We buy here, we go all the way up there. And then EURUSD, I was hoping to see an entry here. Okay, this one is still mixed up. Let's not go into EURUSD for now. But one thing that I can see from EURUSD, I can see the equal lows here, which needs to be taken out. We need to take out those equal lows, and then we can do whatever we can do. But there is an imbalance here. There is a possibility for us to go up there, but for now let's not go into EURUSD. Let's look at gold, Eurnzd. As you can see, it's going deeper. It might go all the way. Our invalidation will be just below this guy here. That is where we are going to invalidate it. And then NZD JPY, we sell it here, we sell it there. AUD JPY, we sell it here. AUD CHF, we sell it there. Euro JPY, we are going to sell it there. But if it continues to go down, then it means this setup it's not the one that we're gonna use. Rather, we're going to look for something else and then share with you. And then Euro AUD, you can see Euro AUD, it is going to where we say we might go up, which is around 1.525, right? And then we go up. And that should be it from my side for today. And again, like I said, please do subscribe to our channel if you are new here, and do like our videos, share with others these videos, because you never know, maybe there's someone out there who can use them to help them with their trading business, right? And also, if you have opinions, if you have different setups, please do share with them so that we can discuss with you. I think that should be it from me. Until we meet again next time. Bye bye.